Hi guys, uh, my name's Kevin. I'm a 31-year-old man living in Miami, Florida, and yesterday I quit my $85,000 a year job. Uh, Perhaps to you watching, that's not a lot of money. Maybe to some of you that are just starting out in your careers, that is a good chunk of money. For me, I'm not gonna lie, it was a decent amount of money. The money was good. I was enjoying it. I had more than enough to sustain myself and um, to save and invest here and there. Um, and if I would have stuck around with the company I was working with, I work in the IT field. Uh, I was working kind of in management and the technical side. If I would have stuck around, I could have easily made six figures within a year or two. Um, so the reason I decided to quit was I decided I was going down a road that just isn't for me. A lot of my colleagues, a lot of my co-workers and supervisors would work the weekends, work after hours, would constantly be on the phone with clients, even when it wasn't their time to be working. And I realized that that really is not the life I want to live. Um, at 31 years old, just reflecting, I feel like time is the most valuable thing that we have, and we don't get it back. So, how we spend our time is of utmost importance. I would love to spend more time with friends and community. I'm a man of faith, so I would love to have that time to volunteer in my church and to serve. I would love to have the time to spend with my future spouse. I'm single. I'm not married yet, but I know that that's in the works, and God is working on that. But bottom line is, I realized that the career path I was on was not setting me up for success in that area, in the area of being able to be joyful and happy towards life. I was constantly under stress, thinking about my to-dos and my never-ending list of tickets. Things would just pile up on each other, and I felt, even though I was walking into the weekend, I was still thinking about what I had pending to do on Monday, and I came to realize that even though we're called to work the field and suffer, it's part of life, working, and that's, I believe, what God calls us to as men. I'd like to work in my own terms, and not be part of some rigid, structured way of working where I constantly have to answer to someone else, but not only answer to someone else, do something that I'm really not passionate about and in the way that I feel is not best. And so I'm taking a leap of faith. I know nothing about, or rather, I should say, I know very little about what I'm stepping into. And so that's why it's a leap of faith, because I'm kind of pivoting to a whole new field, and I'm going to start day trading. I'm going to start learning. There's a master class I found online that I'm going to start taking and learning from. There are resources I'm looking into, and so my goal is to be able to day trade within a month. And Lord willing, if He helps me make anywhere between 5 to 10% returns, I know that's kind of a hard goal, 'cause I'm lacking terminology, but I know that's kind of tough as a new trader and uncommon, but I believe the Lord can help me and give me the wisdom to do it. And if it doesn't work out, then, well, you guys will be witnesses to it. So my plan is with this channel and on whatever social media this is going on to document my journey and just be real about how it goes with my trades. Just be real about what the Lord's been working in my heart. I still want to tackle the subject or matter of dealing with stress and taking bold and decisive steps towards our future. And so I'm going to be tying those themes into the content that I'm making. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. I mean, I quit my job. It kind of goes against what most people would advise a young man to do. But then again, I don't really want to do what most people are doing. Most people work a 9 to 5 for their whole lives to, eventually retire at 65 and live off of Social Security and some retirement account, and that's it. And that's not what I want for my life. I want to free up my time to spend with family and to serve my community. And so really that's the goal. I'm excited. I'm excited to bring you guys along on this journey. And I hope you guys can subscribe and or follow so you can get periodic updates. So please keep me in your prayers in this journey moving forward. And if you have any resources or thoughts or concerns or questions, feel free to drop them in the comments, and I would love to interact with you. But yeah, if anything, I hope that this inspires some of you to take steps of faith and trust the Lord. I know it's not advisable for everyone to quit their jobs. The last thing I'll say is I'm not just doing this out of the blue without a plan. I do have funds to get through the end of the month, and I also have about $17,000 or so that in savings, and so I can learn investing while being frugal with my money. But if push comes to shove, I have a safety net to fall back on, not just money wise, but I'm planning on applying to other jobs that are more suited to my, I guess, workflow and lifestyle. But I'm hoping that the Lord will bless me and that I'll be successful in day trading and that I won't have to go back to a 9 to 5. So we'll see how that goes. I guess stay tuned for that. And that's it for this video. Again, if you want to be part of the journey and stay up to date with the content and what I will be pushing out, my goal is, again, to inspire you guys to take steps of faith, but also to weave in some nuggets of wisdom in regards to like character development and putting God first and being generous as the Lord grows us financially. So that's the plan. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, drop them. God bless. Take care.